Hi, my people. Your girl is back, the CEO of Great Minds. I go by the name Grace Kamira. If you're new in this channel, please press the subscription button and the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I post new content. I have been discussing about X of inflation and I have already posted two videos. If I can go with a quick recap on what I covered on those two videos, for those who have not yet watched, but I'll not go in detail so that you can be able to go back and be able to go through it. I started by defining what inflation is because I know there are a number of people who just hear about inflation, but they're not so conversant what inflation means. In simple words, inflation is the rate by which prices of goods and services rise within a given period of time. I also helped you people to be able to understand why the currency value normally declines. This is all caused by the relation that inflation has with time value for money. I give a very clear example that each and every person who has watched my past videos can be able to tell what is inflation and what does it have effect with the time value for money. What is time value for money? I give an example of how a Kenyan shillings, that is 1,000 Kenya shillings, 3 years ago, the list of items that it could have purchased in a local supermarket compared to today, what it can be able to purchase, it is incomparable. Reason being, the value of a shillings has declined because the inflation rate has been hiking every day. Allow me to give you the two major ways that I gave on how you can be able to sort this hectic animosity that is called inflation. The first major way that you can be able to cope up with this inflation, it's being able to get more amount of money from the current amount that you're having today. Are you having some sinking funds with you? Are you having some emergency funds with you? Are you having some other savings that you might be planning to invest later in future? You have already put that some amount of money somewhere, but are you concerned with the rate that is being gained from it? I gave you a tip on how you can be able to cope up with the inflation. Always ensure the interest being earned by the amount of money that you have saved, whether of the three things that I have mentioned, you should always ensure that the rate is at par or even higher than the current inflation rate in your country. I also gave you the second major way on how you can be able to fight this animosity called inflation. And that way, it was on how you can increase your sources of income. I highlighted two little ways on how you can be able to increase your income. For example, you can be able to use your ideas to make some more money. What do I mean by this? Be able to identify a problem that is in the market of the area of your experience. And how can you be able to earn some money out of it? It's by coming up with a solution on how you can solve that problem that has already risen. Use your skills to be able to cope up with the problem. You can also make use of the compliments that you normally get every day from those people you operate with. You can also be able to turn your hobbies or your passions into something that you can earn something extra. For example, are you good at swimming? How can this kind of a hobby help you? I'm sure you have some swimming pools around where you live. And if you do an analysis, you might find that those swimming pool doesn't have sufficient people who can be able to work part-time to help those who are there enjoying themselves as an instructor. Don't just sit there and wait for money to come to you. Walk around, be able to negotiate something little. It might look little today, but trust me, when you increase that little amount to the normal income that you get, it will help you maintain your current status or even be able to save some amount of money so that you can invest when the economy status settles down. I also helped you on how you can utilize the skills that you have. Be able to digitize yourself through social medias. You can also be able to work remotely. You can be able to use the digital demand driven skills to be able to freelance and be able to earn something extra. If you go back to the videos that I already posted, you'll be able to understand in details what I have just mentioned. Let me quickly run into the third major way that we can be able to cope up with inflation. You can be able to cope up with inflation by shopping or utilizing the income you have strategically. What do I mean by this? Don't just go shopping anywhere without a plan. It's always good to keep an eye on the discounts offers that are in the market. Trust me, by doing that, you'll find that you have saved some amount of money. And by accumulating those small monies from different items, by the end of the day, you'll have accumulated good money that you can utilize in another way. Also, you can take advantage of shopping in bulk. Do you have some friends who are having the same demand of an item that you want? Let's say basic needs like unga, things like rice, cooking oil. You can just combine your efforts together and be able to purchase those items in wholesale. And depending with the amount that someone has contributed, you can be able now to share the items. And trust me, by doing that, you'll have accumulated some also amount of saving. What do I mean by all this? Always try to make sure that you are not spending out of what you had planned for. And when you get an advantage of snatching something that can save you something, why should you not take advantage of that? I'm trusting you have enjoyed this session, and I'm hoping if you keep track of what I'm doing in real life, because the things that I'm talking, they are things that you can do it practically. By the end of it all, you will have a smile. If you have liked this video, kindly click the like button, share with your friends. You can also help me be a good person by leaving a comment at the comment section, and I will appreciate whether it's a positive, whether it's a negative. I always take advantage of them by improving where I can. And what is, I don't think that there is something that we can take it negatively without making a change. If you are new in this channel, I'll not forget also to request you to click the subscription button. Also, don't forget to click the bell button to be informed anytime I post a new video. I appreciate a lot your time. Bye bye.